Hello again. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be learning how to change the code on a digital door lock. There's several different types around. This is probably one of the more common ones, with numbers running from 1 through to 9 and 0 with X, Y and Z. C to cancel. Okay, first off we need to have a little look at the back. The back here we've got 4 retaining screws for a back plate. Some of them just have 2, but needless to say you need to take these out before we can do anything. So what I'm using is just a Phillips screwdriver to remove the backplate screws. As you can see, I'm keeping pressure down on the backplate because behind each key is a spring which not only pushes the key back out once it's been pressed, but it keeps the whole lot under tension. I'll screw now, just putting that to one side. Now if I let the back plate come up, you can see here now on the back plate itself there is the numbers of the holes where the keys represent on the other side. Okay, and there you can see all the springs that keep all the mechanisms in place. So you're just going to set that down to one side. Now underneath, same again, you can see that the numbers of the actual keys which correspond to which parts we've got back here. Okay, now we've got some red parts inside and we've got some blue parts inside. I'll bring that a little bit closer, you might be able to see a bit clearer. The red parts denotes the number which needs to be depressed in order to open the lock. In this case we've got 4 red ones and everything else is blue. The C there, as you can see, no pun intended, is actually in grey. That's not to be removed because that is the cancel button. So if someone's typed in the wrong code, before they can proceed, they have to press the C button and start again. So the first things we're going to do is we're going to remove the red ones, which will then allow us to change the code. So what I'm going to press the key from the other side, and that will push it up. I'm going to do this one on the 6, that's the top left hand corner one. I'm going to push that up and you can see that it comes up. Then using the pliers, I'm just going to remove the bit inside. If you look at this bit closer now, before I proceed, you can see that there's a little square cutout on this side here, just a little square thing on the side. When we're replacing these square cutouts need to be facing the outside of the lock. Whichever side they're on, they need to be facing the outside, okay, with the colour uppermost. So I'll carry on taking out the rest of these 4 red ones. I'm going to put them in one pile. I'm then going to identify which 4 positions I want them to replace. Now it could be I have to take all 4 blue ones out, or I might only have to take a couple out. In this case I'm just going to take the 3 and the 4 out. I'll put those in a different pile. So the code I'm going to make now is going to be 7834. Okay, so I'm going to place the red one with the square point part facing to the outside in number 3 and push it down. Same again with the 4, square part facing outwards, red part facing upwards into the 4. Likewise with the 7 and the 8. Finally, I'll replace the blue ones into the holes which are left. Make sure the blue paint is uppermost, blue square to the outside. Once I've done that, it's just a question of replacing the back plate and screwed it back up. When changing the code, it would help if you use something which is memorable to you. You can use the letters as well. I didn't that time, so you can use X, Y and Z in your code. Just obviously not the C, because that is the cancel button. Right, I've just put the 2 back in there now, just because I want to turn it over and check it. So I'll first off press the C. That will clear anything which has been done. And I'm going to type in 3, 4, 7, 8 and see if it will unlock. Happy days. Cancel. I'll try typing in a different number. Doesn't work. Cancel. 3, 4, 7, 8 and it works. What I'm going to do now is just finally replace the final 2 screws and attach it back to the door again. Well, I hope that was easy enough demonstration. There is another type which actually has, instead of blue and red parts to remove, is actually just slotted circles which can be changed by turning with a screwdriver. I'm going to try and get hold of one of those in the next few